how many of you know about phototherapy? How many of you say phototherapy? Yeah, I think I've heard of that. When I first got started, when I heard phototherapy, I did think the sun, right? When we go out in the sun gives us different frequencies of light that activate different healing mechanisms. Studies show that when you're in the sun, it actually helps balance your hormones and helps improve your thyroid functioning, right? Not to mention, it helps the body to create melatonin. The melatonin production actually happens, if you guys didn't know this, from daytime sunshine. And then at night, your body produces that appropriate amount of melatonin. So the light, the sun in the sky is actually a form of phototherapy. And it's a wonderful form, and it's been around forever, right, guys? And it's really for everybody, wherever you're at. But what if there was a way to activate different healing frequencies in your body with light? And this is especially crucial if you are, I would say, over the age of 30. If you're on here tonight, you don't have to raise your hand. But if you're over the age of 30, it's really important that you really understand the power of this X39 patch and what it can do for your health, your family's health, your spouse's health, just everybody that's around you. So we're going to start with playing this quick 1 minute, 45-second video that helps you to explain what is phototherapy. And again, I'm gathering my information here from thisitsitinfo.com. So if you haven't wrote that down, get a pen and paper, thisitsitinfo.com, because I'm going to play one video. But guys, look at this. You got David Schmidt, the founder. Come on down. You got my friend, Dr. Leland Stillman, amazing physician, amazing doctor. And he's on here talking all about health. I love Leland. Dr. Stillman's great. And then as you come down, you've got more David Schmidt. You've got incredible videos to watch. These are all amazing. If you're brand new to LifeWave, if you're brand new to this technology, take some time, spend 20 minutes on here. And, what would a doctor say about this patch, right? Why would a doctor join LifeWave? You can click on that link and actually watch a video about why doctors are joining LifeWave. So Dr. Joseph Peck says this X39 patch is the biggest medical breakthrough in his career, right? So you have medical doctors getting on board saying, wow, everybody needs the patch. Well, as you come down here, there's going to be all sorts of videos, but the one that we're going to do, guys, is we're going to stick to the very first video at the very top there. So if you log on to this at any point, or come on at any point to thisitsitinfo.com, just please know that this video is the top one at thisitsitinfo. I send this video to everybody when they say, no, I don't know what phototherapy is. I'm like, do you have a minute, 45 seconds? And they're like, yeah, send them the minute, 45-second video. I'm going to show it to you right now. Here we go, guys. Oops.
Cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of age.
Sorry about that. Let's try that again. Let's go back to the beginning. We missed it.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself. Let's take a look at why this is important on a cellular level. For example, a number of our patch products help counteract free radicals, oxygen molecules that damage cell proteins and contribute to visible signs of aging. When the body is stimulated through phototherapy to release its own antioxidants, these free radicals are neutralized naturally. LifeWave. Live long, live well.
I love it, you guys. You had me at the point where it says activate the body's own healing mechanisms naturally. How many of you love that sentence in that video? That's me. So I always believe if there's a natural way to do something to heal your body and restore the body, regenerate the body, we definitely should be doing that. And so hopefully you guys have jotted down this is it info.com, because I showed you one, but like I showed you on there, there's at least a dozen or more videos that you can click on and watch to educate yourself more about this X39 patch. Now, this is how the X39 patch comes. If you've never seen it before, it comes in an envelope like this. Super easy. One sleeve, we call this a sleeve. So one sleeve is enough for one person for 1 month. So if you're on here and you say, okay, I really want this for my, spouse and me, then you would need to get 2 sleeves, okay? They come just like this. This is how they look, okay? Just so you know, this is how they look. Just open up the back, and inside of it is going to be 30 patches. So as you can see, when you look very closely on there, it says phototherapy, 30 patches. And this is the X39, you guys. This is the patch that changed the course of LifeWave. David Schmidt did not start with this patch. I'm going to tell you how David Schmidt started with the company almost 20 years ago. But this little patch right here, I'm sure, is the reason someone invited you on tonight. Because within 4 years, the company bulleted from $30 million a year to over $400 million a year, right? So we are literally a straight up trajectory with this company. It is changing and saving so many lives. It's a wonderful technology. It's easy to use. One sleeve is $100. So to activate your own stem cells naturally with the GHK-Cu peptide, that's what the patch activates, is that GHK-Cu peptide. It's a copper peptide, and that copper peptide actually is what activates our own stem cells. So one sleeve, 30 patches will last one person 1 month, and it's $100. Okay, so I want everybody to know that you're activating your own stem cells basically continuously. Why? How? With the patch for $100 a month. Isn't that incredible, you guys? So I encourage you guys, if you have not tried the patches, reach out to the person who invited you on here tonight and say, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to need to get going with these patches. I should note this, you guys, there is a money back guarantee. So if you're on here watching tonight and you're saying, well, what if it doesn't work? Well, I'm going to say, what if it does? Because we have seen so many miracles, starting with my aging mom and dad, which is what I want to show you guys right now. I'm going to show you a little presentation, kind of getting to know my family. Again, I always think it's important when you learn who you're learning from. So I'm just going to briefly share a little bit about my background. I have been in nutrition and fitness for over 25 years. I love it. I educate people how to eat, how to exercise, how to move their body. I'm certified from young to old, from athletes to elderly exercise and everything in between. I've got 3 boys, Bo, Truett, and Rocco. Please say some prayers for Truett. He actually had ACL surgery today. But the good news is that we went into surgery and he had 4 torn ligaments back in November, 4 torn ligaments. And today he only had surgery on 2 of them because the other 2 had repaired themselves. How cool is that? So the body's a healing machine. We actually had him on the patches ever since then. And so we're really excited to implement the patches. In fact, I went downstairs just before I got in this meeting and I put LifeWave patches on Truett to help with the pain relief. We'll get into that in a second, but I really got started with these patches for my family. Like I said, my aging parents, my mom was the first one. I was sent the patches from a friend of mine out of Canada. She's a nurse up there. Any nurses on tonight? Thank you for your service. My nursing friend, Doris, said, Renita, you really got to use these patches on your mom. She said, my neighbor lady had Parkinson's, and she said it was downright miraculous what happened. And I will tell you guys this, my mom got in the patch, and on the 11th day, she was moving around the house at 8 a.m. without the walker. And not only that, I walked into the house and she said, Nita, do you want me to make you some eggs? This was at 8 a.m. And so when I saw that, my mom had been using that walker at 8 a.m. for at least 2.5 years, you guys. So again, I don't want to make any medical claims because everybody on here, I'm sure, is on here for something or has someone with something. So I want to tell you the patch doesn't treat, cure, or prevent disease. but God does heal your body when you give it the right frequencies. And we are giving it the right frequencies with light. That's what we're doing. These are phototherapy patches, light therapy patches. So we're able to actually activate different healing mechanisms, different healing peptides in the body with light. And that's how the patch works. So mom's the reason we got started, but that day she was walking without the walker. My dad was sitting at the kitchen table and he had been dealing with these oozing, goozing legs that you see over here on the left. They were rough. He had been dealing with this for 6 months, you guys. I don't know if any of you have had long lasting things, but 6 months of that was like torture. Literally, they were oozing, goozing, how you see them weeping like that. They just would not stop weeping. He couldn't sleep. He couldn't wear blue jeans. They were triple the size of normal. And we had gone to, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is we had gone to 12 different doctors in 6 months, 12. And not one of them had an answer or a solution. In fact, the dermatologist told my dad he was going to have to live with it. And so that morning when my mom was walking, I said, hey, Dad, let's throw one of these patches on you. And he said, I thought the patch was for Parkinson's. I said, I have no idea what it's for, but if it did that to Mom, maybe it'll help these oozing, goozing, big, thick legs you've got. He's like, let's give it a shot. We threw it on my dad, you guys. And this is my father's legs 24 hours later. He never oozed again. The legs never oozed again. And as you can see, the next morning when I opened the door to the house, literally his little tiny chicken legs were back. You know, for 6 months, we had looked at those big edemic, swollen, awful legs. And my dad, the next morning, he turned around and he said, Renita, looks like we wasted a lot of money at doctor's appointments. He said, where do I get some more of these patches? And so that's how my journey began, you guys. And so we've seen miracle after miracle. Within 5 weeks, my dad was completely off of his blood pressure medication, 3 of them to be exact. And so I just want to share this patch with the world. After you've had a loved one that's had a great result, you want to patch the world. So the question is, have you been patched yet? You probably have, most of you, but if you're brand new, welcome tonight. Make sure you reach back out to whoever invited you on here. We want you to elevate that copper peptide. We want you to activate your stem cells. And we want you regenerating your body. How many of you realize that you could actually reverse aging? Like, I did not realize that. I thought that was like a pipe dream or something from a, futuristic show. Well, here we are with these patches, resetting up to 4,000 of our genes to a younger, healthier state. So David Schmidt is the CEO, inventor. And like I said, the company is actually 20 years old this year. David's got over 180 patents. He's a brilliant man of God. I just will tell you, he's incredibly humble. He's incredibly sharp. And he loves humans and he wants to help them to reverse aging and stop the disease process. That's like what he's all about. And so David's goal is to get this patch into 1 billion homes. We are literally taking people from pharmaceuticals to patches. How many of you guys like that idea? Anybody in the house that likes light better than they like drugs, right? And so we got tons and tons of stories and testimonies and people in our group that have been able to get off their medications completely in some cases, or reduce them greatly. So we are literally healing machines when we wear these patches. And so what happened was in 2008, David decided to focus his energy on stem cell research. Do you guys know anything about stem cells? Raise your hand if you know anything about stem cells. Maybe some of you know, maybe you've had injections. The thing with injections is there's like three things that happen if you get stem cell injections. First of all, they're very, very costly, right? You can't get them hardly anywhere unless you go to like Panama or Tijuana. But there's 3 groups of people that get stem cell injections. Maybe they pay $10,000 and get the injection, and maybe nothing happens because their bodies are so full of inflammation elsewhere. Maybe they got the injection into the knee. And the thing about inflammation in the body, if you guys have any inflammation, and inflammation is everything. Inflammation is anything with the word itis behind it. So if you got arthritis on here, if you've got a headache, you've got inflammation. If you've got a pimple on your face, you got inflammation. Some people say, I don't have inflammation. I'm like, listen, the aging process is inflammation. So if you're still on here, we're still alive. Guess what? We got inflammation going on. And so it's very, very important that we actually do something to combat that, especially if we've been in long-term systemic inflammation. But with these injections, a lot of times the people are going out and getting these stem cell injections. You got the people where it doesn't do anything. They spend $10,000, $20,000 and they come back and say it didn't work. Okay. but then they tell you you can come back again, right? Then you got the people that go get the injections and it works. They spend 10 grand, works. But after maybe 2 years or so, they say, you know what? My pain is back. It's not working anymore. I think I need another injection. Okay. And then, of course, you've got the people that get the injections and they're raving fans for the rest of their lives. Here's the thing about injections. I hate needles. I don't know if you guys like needles, but today when my son was preparing for surgery and they were putting those needles in him, I looked away. I do not like needles. There is a reason I'm into natural health and phototherapy because I love to activate healing mechanisms naturally in the body. And so what I love about the patch, it's non-invasive. It's not $10,000. It's $100 a month, right? And there's no risk involved. We don't have to worry about infection or something like that. All it does is actually increases that GHK-Cu peptide. So David spent 10 years and $4.5 million to figure out a way that we could activate our own stem cells using light. That was his goal. How can we activate our own stem cells using light? And he actually got a patent on July 21st, 2020. Let's just read the patent, you guys. It says, according to at least one embodiment of the invention, which may be worn anywhere on the body. So if you're asking, where should I wear it? Put it anywhere, okay? It also says it causes beneficial effect, at least by providing phototherapy, light therapy, to a human body. And for example, in some embodiments, as a result of elevating copper peptide, which is what the X39 does, including activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. How many of you would like to have a patent that read those things? Hey, this guy is on to something, right? Doing all those things. I mean, think about how many people you know that have problems with energy, pain, lack of energy, lack of stamina. They can't climb a flight of stairs without getting tired. Their skin sags, right? All this sort of thing. And so we know this patch works, and we're hoping it works for you as well. When I first got started, literally 2 days after I got started with LifeWave, I'll never forget it. I was on a Zoom meeting, much like you guys are watching here. And there was a medical doctor giving the Zoom meeting. And he actually held up this book that's on my screen here. It's called GHK Copper Peptides for Skin and Hair Beauty. It's by Dr. Lauren Picard. You can buy it on Amazon. And this medical doctor said everybody who's sharing X39 should have this book. And I thought, well, I'm sharing X39 and I don't have the book. I better go order it. So I went to Amazon. I ordered the book. It arrived a couple days later. You guys, this book is so awesome. If you are sharing the X39 with anybody, you should be carrying this book around with you. Just even read the back of the book to people. If they don't like to read, let's just read the back cover, okay? And so when you look at this Dr. Lauren Picard was the guy who discovered GHK-Cu peptide. He discovered it in 1973, 51 years ago. Wow, right? 51 years it took to bring something great to market. But this Dr. Lauren Picard, when he studied GHK-Cu peptide, let's just talk about some things he said that it does. Do you guys want to know, like, what is this going to do? People say, what is this patch going to do for me? Well, it's going to activate GHK-Cu peptide. People say, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you some things that GHK-Cu peptide does. Just raise your hand if you like these things. Tightens loose skin and thickens older skin, repairs protective skin barrier proteins, improves skin firmness, elasticity, and clarity, reduces the fine lines, depths of wrinkles, and overall appearance. People just look brighter. Bruce is raising his hand. Bruce, thank you. We've got a hand raised with Bruce. He's a sharp one saying, hey, listen, we got to fight back with this. Remember that Oil of the Lake commercial, grow old gracefully? Give me a break. You got to fight aging. It is a battlefield, but the X39 makes it a whole lot easier. So it smooths rough skin, reduces photo damage, mottled hyperpigmentation. I was the gal that had the big old liver spot on my face. A lot of people get liver spots on their cheeks. And 6 weeks after wearing the patch, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what happened to my liver spot? Right? That was obviously an inside job. How about overall appearance? I mean, who just wants to look younger? If you say, no, I want to look like an old gray mare, then this patch is probably not for you. If you say, I am into looking younger and definitely feeling younger, you're going to definitely want to get patched up. And how about increasing hair growth, thickness? Have you seen those pictures of the people in our Facebook group that their hair is literally growing back? These guys that have that, bald spots right there. And the wives are taking pictures of the hair growing back in. And it's really interesting. My friend Erin, she cuts her husband's hair. They have, I think, 10 children. They homeschool. This woman is like a homemaker. She's incredible. But she cuts her husband's hair, and she's like, Renita, his hair is literally growing back the original color. And so I love this. So people are taking pictures of this. Make sure you take pictures of the really ugly and homely things on your body tonight. Get the camera out, take pictures of those warts, those moles, those age spots, those crooked fingers, those crooked toes, because guess what? Your health and your body is going to change in the next 3 months, 6 months, year. I mean, the longer you wear this patch, the better it gets. So protect your body from disease. I love this stuff. Let's go down here, read this with me, you guys. So again, this is what Picard says. Dr. Picard says about the GHKCU peptide, which is exactly what the X39 activates, right? And so fights pain and anxiety. Anybody interested in that? Increases nerve outgrowth and strongly affects 700 nervous system genes. Activates genes of the ubiquitin proteasome system for cell cleansing. It actually helps the body to detoxify more efficiently. Blocks cortisone's anti-regeneration effects. How about this one? Reduces fibrinogen levels. Have any of you heard about fibrinogen levels? Fibrinogen levels is the top predictor of heart attacks and heart disease. Do you know that since the pandemic, everybody's fibrinogen went through the roof? I think it's because of the stress. Many times it's because of the vaccine. I think the 5G is doing something. But the bottom line is fibrinogen is a number that you do not want to be elevated, because it is a predictor of heart attacks. And so what if you could naturally reduce fibrinogen levels with the GHKCU peptide? Because according to Dr. Picard's research, that's exactly what it did. It reduced fibrinogen levels. So if you're on here and you've ever had the virus, or you know somebody who's had, or you've had the vaccine, you better be running to get this patch on your body because we need those fibrinogen levels down like yesterday, right? We don't want to wait until we have a crisis like pericarditis, myocarditis, or a heart attack, right? Like my father-in-law had. And so repair damaged DNA at a cellular level. Anyone need any of you have any damaged DNA? We all do, right? Causes the differentiation of unused stem cells, causes adult stem cells to produce more growth factor. There's our stem cells coming into action. Suppresses numerous cancerous metastasis genes, inhibiting cancer cell growth. In fact, Dr. Leland Stillman talked about that. People say, well, what if I've had cancer? Will it activate cancer cells? No, the GHKCU peptide does exactly the opposite, guys. It strengthens the immune system. It suppresses those cancer metastasis genes, right? How about restores healthy function in the cells damaged by COPD? Any of you have any lung issues? Any of you had acute lung injury? Besides all of us on here, probably. Guess what? What if we could activate the GHKCU peptide that helps to really heal up those lungs? I love that we get to do that. So all of this is available to you in the book. Get the book if you're working the business, sharing with others. There's another great one. This is Dr. John Harmon. Dear man, dear friend of mine. He's in LifeWave, super brilliant. He really focuses on the neurodegeneration aspect of the population and how the GHKCU peptide will literally help with neurodegeneration. So when people put the patch on, I hear all the time, my word recall is better, Renita. I'm not searching for words. I'm not searching for my keys anymore, right? So we have a lot of people that say that they notice their brain fog just lifts like day one. My friend Robin, she's like, I woke up the next morning and I was like a different person. Like something had definitely switched in my brain, right? So another great book for those that are interested. So how it works, phototherapy, you guys get the point, right? Patented nanocrystal technology, nothing comes into the body. There is nothing entering the body, nothing. No chemicals, no pharmaceuticals, no stem cells, no herbs. Patch is a polymer material, and inside that patch is organic ingredients. Those organic ingredients are water, salt, sugar, oxygen, amino acids. Those natural ingredients are within the patch. They do not leach into the body. None of David Schmidt's light therapy patches are transdermal. That means none of them leach anything into the body. What they do is they simply sit on top of the body heat, your body light hits the patch, hits that patch, and reflects back into the body different frequencies of light. Remember, this is light therapy, phototherapy. Those different frequencies of light coming into the body activate different healing mechanisms. I love it. How cool is this technology? It's so easy. It's so affordable. It's so effective. And it's actually so cool. It's like cool. It's like, think about people that take handfuls of pills. I got a question. All of you people, if you're on handfuls of medications, if you know people are on handfuls of medications, tell me, are they really super healthy? Are they taking all those medications and getting better and better? Most people I know that are on medications, the longer they're on them, are getting worse and worse. They end up on medications to treat the symptoms from other medications, right? It's a vicious cycle. So finally, we've got a way to stop the madness, stop the train, right? Not only stop it, but let's reverse it. Let's head it the other direction. So increase strength, reduce inflammation, increase stamina, mental clarity, energy and vitality. Wow, we see great things with muscle and bones. My mom's teeth, 2 months after wearing the patch, she goes to the dentist. The dentist calls me and says, what on earth did you do to your mother's mouth? It's like I'm looking at a different set of teeth here, Renita. Incredible. And so if you guys are on here, and again, I'm not making any claims. I'm telling you the body is a healing machine when you restore it with light, right? When you put these different frequencies of light in, the body begins to heal in different ways. And so the best thing you can do is put a patch on as soon as possible, right? Start looking younger. You know when the best time to start looking and feeling younger is? Now. Don't wait on it. I wouldn't wait until tomorrow or next week or next month. The best time to feel younger and look younger is tonight. So make sure you reach out to who invited you on here. And again, I showed you this is it info earlier. So hopefully you wrote that down. Here's just a little reminder. This is it, info.com. So first few days, those genes are beginning to reset. Within 6 weeks. Again, that brain clarity comes. I got people like my friend Robin. It happened day 1. My son, Bo, he's 23. That happened on the 8th day. He said, Mom, I'm just thinking good. He's like, there's just something to this patch. He said, my brain just feels better, right? So within 3 months, people are going to start asking what you're doing. They're going to say, why are you glowing? Why do you look younger? Did you get Botox? Did you get a facelift? Right? No, but I got the patch and you probably need it too, right? And then within 6 months, the heart reverses in age. And I believe that's probably due to that fibrinogen level, right? We just learned all about fibrinogen level. And if we can reduce that fibrinogen, wow, we're actually repairing our hearts, which is a great thing. So David Schmidt says it's not anti-aging, it's actually age reversing. So you put the patch on, you can wear it anywhere. Remember, we talked that you can wear it anywhere, but if you don't know where to put it, you could put it up on the neck or under the belly button, and you wear the patch for 12 hours on, you take it off for 12 hours, put a fresh patch back on. Remember, in your little sleeve, there's 30 patches. So every day you have a fresh patch, okay? So make sure you take it off at night when you go to bed. When you get up in the morning, put a fresh patch on the next morning. You know me, drink plenty of electrolytes. So I got my salt shaker here. I'm constantly taking in salt. Salt, electrolytes, eating avocados, coconut water, eat tomatoes, eat potatoes. I just had a sweet potato before I got on. You want all those electrolytes. And if you don't know enough about that, I've got tons of stuff on social media talking about it, because when you have proper hydration, not just water, not just more water, more electrolytes. Electrolytes are electrically charged minerals. When you have proper electrolytes, the patch works faster. So if you want to drag this thing out and be a slow healing machine, then don't drink any water and don't take any electrolytes. But if you want to be a fast healing machine, get those electrolytes in, start hydrating yourself, start eating the right fruits and vegetables, and get some salt like I did, and just start salting. I salt all the time with my mom. Do you know my mom used to get up 5-6 times a night to urinate? 5 or 6 times. I mean, was she even sleeping? And now I tell you what, it's once, maybe twice. And for my mom, that's amazing, because 5 to 6 times was like for the course of years. And so I think it's because of the patch. We've added salt. Electrically charged minerals in your body are like big sponges. They help everything to work better. So when you're dehydrated, here's how you know if you're dehydrated. You drink the water and it just comes right out the other end. You're running to the bathroom. That tells me you don't have enough electrolytes. Ask her, raise your hand. Do you drink water and pee like a racehorse? If that's you, you need more electrolytes, okay? Plus, it'll probably take care of a lot of other problems in your body, like hypertension and so much more. Anyway, so the X39 is so sophisticated, yet it's so simple to explain. Take the back of the patch off, put it on your body, wear it 12 hours on, take it off 12 hours. And again, get over to This Is It info and watch some more of those great videos. we're going to move into the wealth building side of this for the next 10 minutes. I want to know if any of you have any questions. Let me stop the share there. Do any of you have any questions about the health of the patch? Let me see if there's any questions on here. I'm here to help you. So now would be the time to ask them, guys. If you have any. Oh, there's 17 new messages. Oh, my Lord. Yeah. Knack and dark chocolate. Good job, Mike. Yes, mind-blowing mental energy. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, people's mental energy, they just get sharper. Like I said, if you're a person that would go to the garage and you forgot what you came to the garage fridge for, and then you have to go back in the house and ask your spouse and then come back out, put the patch on. It's going to help you. Let me see. Yes, can these patches go directly on an area where there is pain? Absolutely. So Laura Kirk, thank you for asking that. You could put the X39 directly on that point of pain, or another option you have is something called the LifeWave patches. So the LifeWave are actually for acute pain relief. This is what I just put on my 17-year-old that had the ACL surgery today. So I went downstairs. I actually, you guys, I got to show you something. Some of you know this about me, that I got this big meridian chart. Let me show you what I got. Just hold tight. And I got it framed. I'm so proud of it. All the meridians on it. So I came home and I'm like, show me the ACL on here. I'm looking at this ACL, anterior cruciate ligament out here. And I'm like, oh, where can I put a patch? Because he's got big old brace on his leg, right? It's wrapped up. I can't see it. And then I found out that on his leg, I can put it in the back of his hamstring right there, because the meridian goes from the anterior cruciate ligament up into the back. So guess what I did? I put an LifeWave right on the right, 10 on the left. I did it right before I got up. Yeah, see if we can hit that, some of that pain and that nerve stuff from his surgery. So to answer your question, Laura, yes. We have many great results with the X39 patch with pain relief alone. But if you really want to get in there and hit it and dig deep, I would definitely say get the LifeWave. Get the LifeWave, because the LifeWave is the patch that is for acute pain relief. And people's pain literally goes from 9 to 2 or 9 to 1 in like 15 seconds. So it's a really amazing patch. Okay. And you can talk to the person who invited you on here and they can explain more about that LifeWave if you've got more questions. Okay, let me see what else you guys got. Do we need a 110-point volume auto ship monthly to stay active? 2 sleeves a month will help you to maximize the compensation plan. So if you do 2 X39 or 110 points, 110 points will max out all of the ways of making money. And yes, it will keep you active. If you don't care about the money, if you say, Renita, I don't care about the money, I just want to get rid of my knee pain, then you could get on the patch and you could order as much or as little as you'd like. If you're on here and you don't want to work the business or share with anybody, you can just order at your convenience as a wholesale customer. Okay, so it's called a brand partner. That's a fancy word for wholesale customer. So make sure that when you get off here, talk to who invited you on here and say, I want to be a wholesale member brand partner, because that's where you're going to get the best deal. Okay, where did you get that poster? Yeah, I got it on Amazon, and then I took it to Hobby Lobby and I got it framed. I'm so proud of it. I'm putting it in my office. I'm like, right now I'm like carrying it around and it's like the size of me, right? But I'm like, where should I put the patch? Let me see where that meridian goes. All right. Can pregnant women use the patch? You know, with like most health products, like, and really most products in general, they don't test them on pregnant women, pregnant or nursing women, or small children, unless I suppose you're a deadly vaccine. And then you can just inject pregnant women and children because they're so crazy, our government. But outside of that, if you're a normal company, you generally don't do testing on, pregnant, nursing, and children. But with that being said, we have thousands of kids using the patches, thousands of nursing mamas using the patches. And if you were pregnant, I would not necessarily recommend X39 if you're pregnant on here. If I was pregnant, I would definitely have the LifeWave on for my points of pain. And I would also wear the ON. So again, talk to invited you on here. The Eon patch will help the body to pull back into the parasympathetic state where it's rest and repair. And I have nursing mamas that said they had poor milk production because they're so stressed out, and they put an Eon patch on and they turn into milk cows, they say. I'm like, oh, gold. That breast milk is like gold. And so I wish I would have had that when I was nursing, because I know there was moments where I was stressed. So yeah, if I was pregnant on here, I myself personally would be using the Eon patch, the Ice Wave, and also the glutathione, because studies show that when Mamacita Momita, when their glutathione's higher, there's less occurrence of birth defects. So by you increasing your glutathione levels, the probability of birth defects and problems with the baby are lessened. And most moms' glutathione is very depleted. So I would wear the glutathione, and I would wear the Eon, and I'd wear the Ice Wave if I was a pregnant woman. All right, let me see. Any other questions? I like answering your guys' questions. You have good ones. For organ transplant, okay, so I don't do anything for organ transplant people. I tell there's two people I don't do really anything with. You know, if you really feel uncomfortable about what we're talking about tonight, go ahead and ask your doctor. Like I always say, consult with your doctor. And I know some really great doctors, but I know that the majority of doctors don't know a thing about phototherapy. So they may or may not know anything, but you can ask your doctor. When I don't really give a lot of medical advice, my advice is just all health related, right? When you're talking about organ transplants, that is so specific. Those people are on anti-rejection medications their whole lives. So I wouldn't want to monkey with that with the X39 patch. I would never use that patch on people. You know, just for safety reasons, I would say in the case of an organ transplant, I'm not talking cornea, because I got a girlfriend who had cornea transplants. Her husband's an eye doctor, and she wears the X39 patches, and her eyes are phenomenal. In fact, her husband, the eye doctor, gets all of the people on the patches now, because that's how good it is for the eyes. But for any other organ transplant, if you're on here, lung, heart, kidney, liver, definitely would consult with your physician. Along with, if you're going through active chemotherapy, then I would say consult with your physician. All right. Is there any benefit for autoimmune? Yeah, right. Absolutely there is. So if you have anything autoimmune at all, and we don't need to name the disease names, there used to be like 8. Remember when there was like 8? It's like fibromyalgia, MS, chronic fatigue, lupus, you know, that's all we knew. And now there's hundreds and hundreds of autoimmune issues. And so what I would say definitely that we see incredible results with, incredible life-changing results where people are getting off of 9 drugs in a month type results, is the combination of X39, the X39 and the Eon, AEON. The combination of those two patches together is definitely what you want to wear if you're on here with an autoimmune anything. All right. Donna Marie, we publicize it, we talk about it, but you know, I always say if someone's really concerned with a medical condition, they should consult with their doctor. Consult with your doctor. You know, that's it. I got rid of your kid acne. I'm so happy. Yeah, I haven't had any cystic acne since I've been on the patch either. I used to get them once in a while. You're right. Haven't had any of that. Let me see. Transformative results. Highly recommend. Yes. Thank you, Bridget Rogers. All right. That's it with that. Let's move on to the money. If you guys have anything else, you guys can definitely just chime in there. I'm here. We're here. We're still here. Right. So let me show you a little bit about the financial opportunity. And I want to mention 2 things about this opportunity. Gosh, I could mention a lot more than 2, but I'm just going to say 2 things to you, just to be very candid with you. This is it, team. Let me get there. Make sure this is pulled up so you guys can see it. This is it, team.com. So that I'm going to the team page right now, which is all the business information. Is it team? Let me see if I can get there. There it is. Took me 3 times. My typing is a little off tonight. Funny. Let me screen share with you. So this is it, team. So now remember, this is it info was all the health content. Anything that you want to learn about health, go to this is it info. This is it team. Check that out. This is going to be about the financial opportunity and how to build this business. The 2 reasons that I think that you should build this business. Let me tell you, number 1, you become highly, highly tax efficient. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick of spending money and sending money to the government for them to send it to other countries when we're not even protecting our southern border. So for me, I'm like, no more money to the government. If you are paying excessively in taxes, what I realized and what we talked about last night in the Millionaire Mindset meeting is the average person is not trained about the tax laws, which is why the average person, if you're a middle-class family, 2-income family, you're probably paying through the nose for taxes, unless you start a network marketing business, because a network marketing business is a business that helps you to become very, very financially savvy and literate. You understand that, oh my gosh, my patches are a tax deduction. My gas is a tax deduction. My airplane ticket to go somewhere because I'm talking to someone when I get there about these patches is a tax deduction. You know, pretty much everything is a tax deduction if you're using it to build your LifeWave business. And so most people, they pay themselves last, and they have, you know, they have peanuts left over after they pay their taxes, right? With this business, you deduct all of your business expenses first. How many of you would like your computer to be a business expense? Raise your hand. How many would like your internet to be a business expense? Raise your hand. How many would like your cell phone to be a business expense? Raise your hand. How many would like your patches to be a business expense? Raise your hand. Well, when you launch a home-based business, all of that becomes a business expense, you guys. Okay, so if you want to have better financial outcomes and better financial understanding, I didn't learn anything about money in high school. Nothing. Zero. Zip. Zilch. My biggest, and I got a 4-year degree. I actually went back to school to get my master's and my doctorate. But my biggest education has been real life living in the trenches of network marketing and learning how to build businesses and learning how to build people, right? That's how you do this business. So number one. Number two, so number one is tax efficiency. For sure, if you're on here on a W-2 paid employee, there is absolutely, you should absolutely hands down get off this and go buy the diamond kit. There's no question, because you are going to save more money in your taxes this year than you will pay for all of your patches. True story. And if you want to learn more about that, on the 24th, Saturday the 24th at the noon meeting, Scott and I are going to be doing the This Is It team meeting. And it's all going to be about taxes, all of it. So if you say, I have no idea what this chick is talking about, like she's pretty fired up about tax efficiency. If you don't know any of that verbiage, I would really highly suggest getting on the February 24th meeting at noon Central Time. ThisIsItTeam.com. Scott and I will be doing it, mostly Scott, because he's the numbers guy. So that's number one. Number two, finances with this patch equal freedom. Finances equal freedom. When you have more financial, when people say money doesn't matter, are you kidding me? I'll tell you what, money matters. Money matters. If I want to have extra money, I could buy extra patches for my son who just had surgery today, right? Money matters. So don't ever let anybody convince you that otherwise. The third thing I want to mention is that we are the only phototherapy technology in the world that is activating GHKCU peptide that activates stem cells. We have no competition. Do you know how a financial opportunity is a financial opportunity? Do you know when a financial opportunity is a financial opportunity? When not everybody knows about it. Okay. Once the world knows about it, maybe the financial opportunity won't be as vast. But right now, it's so fresh. If you go talk to 10 people, 9.5 out of 10 have not heard of LifeWave. That's how you know it's a financial opportunity. But they're soon to know about it if you don't tell them. You know, don't be late to the game. I always tell people, I have people that reach out to me every day. They're like, you know what? I was going to tell my sister-in-law and I never did. And she ended up signing up with somebody at work. And I'm like, well, you should open your mouth and tell about special things that are happening in your life, like the patch, right? And so over here is This Is It team. And we're going to go to the compensation plan because it is awesome. There's 6 ways of earning income with LifeWave. We're just going to talk about a couple of them. These are all great compensation plan videos. By the way, if you just got started tonight, if you're brand new, it's the first meeting you've ever been on, I would get up here to This Is It team and click on onboarding. Because when you click on onboarding, it's going to teach you how to set up your pay portal. It's going to teach you all the stuff that you need to know, like the foundational stuff to build a business. So if you've not clicked on onboarding, get to This Is It team tonight and click on it. Another great thing to click on is This Is It, the 10-step system, the 10 steps to have unlimited success with LifeWave. It's just awesome. But we're going to go to the compensation plan. And again, when you go here, there's lots of videos for those of you that don't want to read, but you just want to listen. Go here and watch these videos. Listen to this in-depth teaching with Daniel McDonald. I love this video. I love this video. This is my friend Danny McDaniel, and he is so sharp when it comes to network marketing. He used to be an athletic, actually a coach. He was going to be an athletic director, and he couldn't pay his bills for his family. And his wife said, you got to do something else. And guess what? He joined a network marketing company, and it changed his life. So he is a guy that literally started as a teacher and a coach, and now is doing network marketing, you guys. So anybody can do this business if you have the desire. So we're going here to the LifeWave commission sheet. And when you go here, the 4 ways of making money, there's 6 on here. One is the trips. Many of you on here have won the free trip to Mexico. Congratulations. The next way of making money is something called a leadership pool. It's given 4 times a year, and they give it to people that are building big teams of people, big leaders. If you're a leader who's going big with this thing, you can tap into that leadership pool. It's available to everybody who wants to go for it. And then the 4 other ways of making money are, number 1 is when you sign up, you can get started with any one of these packages: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Hey, whatever you guys got started with, just type in the chat what package you got started with. Let people know what you got started with. Okay. So when you get started yourself tonight, get off here, tell your friend, I want to enroll as the cheapest price, the brand partner, the wholesale member, and pick your package. Now, I will tell you that the bigger the package, the least amount you're paying for the patches, right? The bigger the patches, the more patches you're getting at a better price. So at Gold, when you pay $4.99, you can get 5 sleeves of these X39, and they also give you 1 free additional sleeve. Maybe you say, hey, you know what? I like what she's saying about that Ice Wave. You know, I've got pain. Then you could get a free sleeve of Ice Wave, an entire free sleeve, okay? At Platinum, the company gives you 2 full free sleeves. You say, I'm just going to get 2 full free sleeves of these X39. That's extra $200. I'll take it, right? And at Diamond package, you get 3 full free sleeves of the X39 or 49, or 6 sleeves of any of the other patches. Okay, and again, talk to who invited you on here. They'll help you choose what patches are right for your start. But I will tell you this, no matter which package you choose, it's a tax deduction. Okay, guys? Here's the beautiful thing. As soon as you enroll with that package tonight, as soon as you get started tonight, you have your own free website. Now, if you choose not to share it with anybody, because you say, I don't want to share this, I just want to use it. Perfect. Don't tell anybody your website, okay? But guess what? You're getting the wholesale price, the best deal, because you're a wholesale member, okay? But maybe you're on here saying, no, I want to tell people my website. As soon as you sign up with any one of these packages, LifeWave gives you a free website and a free app immediately. So you'll get that right away. And you could share it with your sister-in-law tonight. You could share it with your coworker tomorrow morning, because you'll have your website ready to rock, okay? And so the bottom line is that's how you get started. But when people go to your website that you give them and they purchase one of these packages, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, or diamond, you're going to receive a bonus. It's called a PIB, P-I-B, product introductory bonus. It's a little money in your hand on the front end. So if they order a bronze package at your website, you're going to get $15. If they order a silver package at your website, you're going to get $50. If they order a gold package at your website, you're going to receive $100. If they purchase a platinum package at your website, you receive $150. And if they do a diamond package at your website, you'll receive $200. $200, okay? Probably more than you got for your Christmas bonus at work, all right? And so when you're looking at all these, that's really fantastic money. But if any of you on here are saying, you know what, I think I'm going to do this. Like, I've got a lot of sick people around me. Just go stand in line at a grocery store. Boy, you'll hear the conversations about sickness. Anyway, the bottom line is I'm armed, locked, and loaded with the patches. Everywhere I go, I got patches with me. But when you yourself buy the diamond pack, maybe you're on here tonight and maybe you've already done the silver or gold, I encourage you to upgrade to diamond. Upgrade, say with me, upgrade. When you upgrade to diamond, when you go out and sponsor the platinum and the diamonds, you're going to receive a $300 and a $500 bonus instead of $150 or $200. So by you purchasing the biggest pack, the diamonds pack, you get the most patches for the best deal. You get 3 full free sleeves of X39 or 6 of the other patches for free. It keeps you active for 3 full months, so you don't have to do another order. And you get actually paid more money when you sponsor people that do platinum or diamond, and they pay you that for 14 consecutive weeks because they want you making money out of the gates to recoup your investment. So when you're sharing because you're caring, you're making more money. Okay, so consider going diamond for some of you tonight. Do what's right for you. Diamond's right for me because I love a $1,600 tax deduction. All right. Binary team commissions, next way of making money. You got a right leg and a left leg. Just know that it's super easy. It's 2 legs. It's a binary. That's it. It's not 60 levels wide. It's like you got 2 legs. So I put all my family on one side and my friends on the other. Okay. So when you first started, you yourself have to do a gold to really start moving up the ranks in LifeWave. If you don't care about moving up the ranks, then you can purchase whatever package you want. Okay, but if you want to move up the ranks and start making more money, make sure you purchase the gold, platinum, or diamond. And then you sponsor 2 people on your right leg and 2 people on your left leg that do the silver pack. Okay, silver package. Silver package is $299. Okay, you guys got it? Or higher. And then when you do that, you're considered a manager, it's called. And you can earn up to $1,500 a week. I'm just going to tell you, they pay you $50 cycle bonuses every time the points are going out. So when people underneath you, your team are placing orders, maybe you sponsor 2 friends and your friends started sponsoring their friends and their relatives. Now, any of the orders that you can see that are happening on your team, you're actually earning points on. So it could be someone who sponsored somebody who sponsored someone who sponsored someone who sponsored somebody in another country. And you're earning commissions on that, because for every 660 points on one leg and 330 on the other, that's 990 points. And you're making $50 for every time there's 990 points on your team. The company pays you 50, they subtract the 990. They pay you 50, subtract the 990. Over and over and over again, all the way up to $25,000 a week at senior presidential director. And I'll tell you what, that's really happening. So it's amazing. So commission matching bonus is another way of making money. All those people that you sponsor, when they go to your websites and enroll, those are your first line leaders. You're going to receive a 25% check match on whatever they do for those team commissions. So you want them building teams and helping people. This is the helping people business. If you like helping people, this is going to be a great business for you. Okay. If you don't like people, put some more patches on until you get a better mood change and clear up that mental junk that's going on. But level 1 is a 25% check match bonus. Level 2 is maybe you sponsor your sister and she sponsors a coworker, and that coworker starts taking it to the moon. You're going to receive a 20% check match off the coworker because she's sharing with all her family members now, and they're loving the patch. And then that third line leadership is going to be maybe you sponsor the coworker who sponsored her aunt up in British Columbia. And now that aunt's hands are feeling so much better and she can play piano again and she's sharing it with the world. And now you're earning a 20% check match on the aunt from British Columbia, right? You get this? So first line leadership is 25% check match, 20% second level, third level is 20%. So the company is unbelievable, you guys. You'd have your own website. People can go there. They can become customers. I would really suggest they become brand partners, wholesale members, because I like everybody saving money. So that's really it for tonight. Hopefully you learned a little bit something about this business. Let me see what questions I can answer. There's 28 messages. You guys, Mike Dawson, he signed up 4 diamonds within a week after going diamond. Woo! Good job, Mike. I'm proud of you. Did you get that, guys? So he went diamond, $1,600. He sponsored 4 diamonds. He got $500 for each one of those. That's $2,000 just on his PIB, his first product introductory bonus. He also got team commissions on that. So, hey, you're well on your way, Mike. Congrats.
I appreciate it.
You bet. Keep going. November bronze by December 4th manager. Good job. Woo! She started at bronze in November, and now by December 4th, she went manager already. This gal was silver, then gold, then upgraded to diamond. Yeah, why wouldn't you upgrade all the way to the top? Because you get more free patches and you make more money, right? Like, I'm just like, it's just more tax deductions. I'm done sending money to the Ukraine. Okay. Gold upgraded to diamond in a week. Yes, I started at silver until I realized how much better it was to go diamond, because yeah, you're getting them for $84 a sleeve. When you go to the doctor's office, they're selling these babies for $150 a sleeve at the local doctors here in town. But if I go diamond, I'm getting them for $84 a sleeve. Diamond. Silver upgraded to gold. Thank you for sharing, Mary Ann. Angela was silver, now upgraded to diamond. Just a customer right now. Thank you. Angela, love Angela. Silver now upgraded to diamond. Bruce, gold, upgraded diamond right away. Platinum, 3 weeks later, upgraded to diamond. Yeah, it's just the right thing to do to go diamond, isn't it? It absolutely is. So we appreciate you guys. Scott and I are just so thankful for you. Just reminded of that again yesterday with Valentine's Day and the start of the holy season and Ash Wednesday. We love you. We're praying for your family. We're praying for your finances. We know that a lot of times financial stress can create ill health. We're well aware of that. So we want everybody taking back their power with their health, having abundant health, having abundant finances, so that we can do great things to love and serve one another. Right, guys? Yes. Make sure you tune into the meeting on the 24th and get all of your teammates on, because it is going to be so phenomenal about tax related questions that most people, like I said, never learned that in high school or college. My son just graduated with a 4-year degree in business marketing. He came out of college. He didn't know how to do taxes. So my husband sat down with them, and now Bo realizes, oh my gosh, thank God we do a home-based business, because every time we travel anywhere, like Bo said to me, he left yesterday. He went to Las Vegas, and he said to me yesterday before he left, he goes, Mom, I've got 10 people in the funnel. I've got 10 people in the funnel for my trip to Florida. So when he travels, he's talking to all these people to get him involved in the business, you guys. And he's 23. So anybody can do this. Just keep talking, keep sharing and caring. All right, you guys, may the Lord bless you, keep you, and shine his face upon you, be gracious to you, and give you peace. Have a great night, everybody, and make sure you get with the person who invited you on tonight, because they will help you get rolling at the best deal. Tell them I want the best deal. All right, have a great night, everyone. Bye-bye.